type shit. Yeah, I had to whoop, but I'm good now. I'm gonna play some music, make some chicken, get shit popping. Cause that's how we do it. Hope everybody's had a great day, man. I haven't been really feeling like myself, so sorry for not streaming yesterday, y'all. It's just been trying to get back on a horse, but it just feels like the grind is constant. The grind is constant. And I don't know, I'm kind of like assimilating out of grind culture, but still trying to hold myself accountable for the things that I want to accomplish. So I hope everybody's had a good day. I'm gonna run the dance album, still working on it. So play that in the background while I make some chicken. It's finger licking good. Right. That shit is finger licking good. My girl from the hood. Yeah. Swag. 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 I really felt myself since COVID. I really felt myself. And your love is calling now. And I want you all to know. Yours, yeah. Come on, me. Is that a nigga trying to flex for your love, baby? Two. Hey, one, two, one. The other side of things, the bright things. I'm slaving. Now I'm going to Odyssey. Niggas inside. 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 Yeah. Your love is calling my name. Hey, I'm the first one. What's up, brother? You're the first one. Alright, sorry, y'all. I'm just doing some little bit of spring cleaning, house cleaning, getting my spot together. Um, shit, I gotta figure out where I'm putting this shit away. Hope everyone's had a good day, man. It's been one of them days where I didn't want to get up out of bed and go to work, but I was like, my girl had called me and she had FaceTime me like, are you going to work? And then I was like, I guess. And then she was like, "You wanna get up and do some burpees?" And so I literally got out of my bed and me and her through FaceTime, we did burpees together. And I felt way better. So I say that to say if you wake up and you're like, fuck this day, just exercise for like 10 minutes, bro. Do burpees, do push-ups, see how you feel. Then you finna like because I feel like getting active gets me out of that funk a little bit. So you have to program your brain to be like, all right, let me do some exercise. Let me get out this funk. And I'm not gonna say the day was amazing after that. Like I'm not gonna act like after I did the burpees, everything turned around. But after I did the burpees, I did have the like energy to take on the day. Like I was like, okay, let me get to showering, let me get my food, and then that started the process of my day. So okay, well, there it is. Something. I cleaned my house up, y'all. I've been lazy as shit the last like couple days. I was like, nah, I'm gonna be productive today. I gotta be productive today because I've been lazy as fuck. got my dance album, working on it still. I've been talking about this damn dance album for like 3 years now. Niggas is like, all right, bro. We gonna get the dance album when we get the dance album. It's not coming out. I'm like, it's coming out, y'all. I promise. I just gotta make it better. All right, whatever. I'm at a point where I don't care who messing with me. I'm at a point where I ain't focused on the streets because either I don't know. Hey, you can talk about how I love myself and move with self-esteem that I can never settle, though I tried and fell in strings. Puppet like moments, acid deep, what would it bring? Hated on myself because I ain't show up like a king, but you trading a diamond burger. Man, get your don't come in here and spam my chat. The fuck out of here. What's that shit Drewski be saying? Get him the fuck out of here. Granted, I just realized today that like I low key don't really mess with Drewski's like content. Because like he be like being mean, like and then that's like the funny, like that's the bit. Like, well, especially with could have been records, like he be people come in there and genuinely try to like, you know what I mean, like speak or like do they rap, whatever, dance, and then he be like, get him the fuck out of here. And I'm just like, I know it's for comedic effect. I know it's for comedic effect. However, like, damn, imagine waiting all day, 3 hours in a line just to walk up and him being like, get him the fuck out of here. So it's like it's funny, but then when you think about what actually it took for them to like get there, then it's like, damn, he's like wasted their time. But I mean, he's probably just thinking about it like this is a content shop for me. Anybody who comes up, I'm making content out of them. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't look at it like, oh, I'm ruining these people's lives or anything, which he's not because they are willingly choosing to be a part of it. But you know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn, I'll at least hear niggas out. But then again, you'd have to take it seriously at that point, and then that would ruin the whole he's a comedian. So again, I get it. But it's all that said, he still is being a dick. He's just like all that said, he still is going on there and just like basically being like, fuck y'all to anybody who comes up. And I don't fuck with that. Like I was like, Jesse, this kind of mean, bro. This one of them had me sad as hell because they had came. I feel like I knew her for the could have been Nashville ones. One of them I knew her. I knew him. And then I know she's like hella talented and can sing really well. She got up there and he was like, you wearing yada yada, get her the fuck out of here. I was like, damn. She can sing though. But again, I know that's not the point. The point is making content. So it's like, if you're a serious artist, don't go to could have been records. Like, don't try to that defeats the whole purpose of your serious artistry going on a comedic show, you know? At least in my opinion. Do what you gotta do for your brand. I know some people like look at this shit like it's a brand. Like everything is a brand nowadays. I'm a brand. So it might not line up with me, but it lines up with my brand. It's like, all right, bro. All right, everything is a brand. We get it. It's like I just be annoyed, y'all. I'll be annoyed. Don't mind me. But I do hate how everything has become a brand. So it's like, yeah, this might completely compromise like my integrity, but I'm a brand. That's cool though. I'm gonna just be that old ass dude that's pointing to the little kids and being like, granted, I'm 28, but I'm gonna be that old ass dude pointing to the little kids and being like, stop that hoodlum shit. Need nobody else. I just want you. I'm a brand. Nowadays, everybody's a brand. Everything's a brand. I'm just sick of getting on the internet and everything marketing something towards me. Like, does everything gotta be like that? Like, fuck, bro. Buy this. Love this. Like, fuck, bro. I just wanna like go back to I was watching old YouTube videos, y'all. I was watching like Niga Higa and I was like, damn, bro, I really miss like this era of YouTube where people were purely creating off of just like trying to make other people like have a good time and like laugh versus like everything being so capitalistic. But alas, we have arrived towards peak capitalism, and it's great. I'm so happy. Type shit. I love it. And I'm still lost in your arms. Mm. Yo, yo. Oh. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my live stream, y'all. Like, if it's just gonna be like a hangout spot, place for me to kick it with my subscribers, or if I'm gonna play games, you know. But we're gonna figure it out in due time for sure. You push the line. You push the line. And you said, and you said no. Yes, I bled for you. I love that song. You push the line. You push the line. You push the line. You push the line. Yeah. Yeah, this chicken smell like straight Bodie. Jesus Christ. Like a 2-pack of ass. What's that shit Joe Budden be saying? Like a 2-pack of ass. Okay. I'm just watching some chicken right now. Yeah. Hey. Oh no. I don't know what you need. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you need. Yeah. But I know what you want. Just move in sync with my energy. When I put you on top, baby girl, you're feeling me. Shawty, I could be the remedy. Turn your ex-man to a memory. I don't do fake friends. You my enemy, bro. Oh, squad rah rah. Yo, squad ta blah blah. Mhm. Oh, nah nah nah. And love how she tasted. It's wasted. She's racist. Yeah. Oh no. Girl, I don't know what you need. Yeah. I said, I don't know what you need. No, I don't. No, I don't know. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. Alright. Woo. About to cook this big. About to fry that motherfucker. About to cook this biggie. Get some tea with it too. Hey, you eat good, you live good, you feel good. You hear me? Can I get a amen? All right, so first step is to clean your chicken. So my chicken is cleaned. Second step is to oh shit. All right, then I'm about to season this. You gotta season your chicken. Second step is to season your chicken. Get your pot ready, right? And then we about to get the seasonings. So that's how I do it. I do it with the honey. I know y'all like, why the fuck he got honey? Why? Wait. Let me cook. Let me cook. Then I got, the seasoning, Italian seasoning, right? Then I got fucking cayenne pepper. You know what I mean? And then I got, nah, I'm not gonna use some thyme leaves. Chili powder. Nah, where's my onion powder? I got some chicken seasoning, cause duh. And then I got last thing, obviously, is some salt. I'm dropping everything. Golly. But let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. Literally. So you want to turn your pot on. This is the type of shit I had to learn whenever I started living by myself. Like when my mom stopped cooking for me, type shit. I had to get it out the mud for real, y'all. Like, so this what you want to do. This how I get my salt on that mud. Just let that marinate on it. Let that marinate on it. You know what I mean? And then you know what I mean? That marinate. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to get diabetes, but you know what I mean? That's how you do that, right? Then you want to get this junk on there, the Italian seasoning. Just let that bow, 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 boom. Do that to it. Then you want to get this on there, the chicken seasoning, of course. Bow. Give us some color. You feel me? But here's why I go crazy, y'all. Here's why I call the audible. Here's where I call the audible. Because next thing I'm about to get tomato sauce. But actually not this one, because this is soup. Tomato sauce. Damn it, where's my tomatoes? Hold on. I got tomato sauce. What the hell? With my fucking tomatoes on. Is this it? No, that's the sweet peas. Well, fuck it. Today we gonna do diced tomatoes. Diced tomatoes. All right, bet. Let that simmer. And then what you want to do is get some butter, because we don't use oil because we eat healthy around here. So you want to get some butter, right? And for me, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't be conservative with my butter. I be going kind of crazy with my butter. I ain't even gonna hold you. I do be going kind of crazy with my butter. Uh, That said though, it's good. And ultimately, for me, that's enough. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be the healthiest motherfucker. I'm trying to fulfill my stomach. I eat for fulfillment. You know what I mean? So you want to put. I know y'all like, damn, that's a lot of butter. Hey, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. I'm telling you. Put that butter on there. Let that simmer. I know y'all probably thinking, damn, he wasn't he about to bake it? Nah, I'm not baking it. We frying it. So then you're gonna let that simmer. That simmer. Yeah. Let that simmer. Yes, sir. Let that simmer for a little bit. That's ready. Let that sit. And then this be a perfect time if you got like a side dish or something to start your side dish. Um, Let me see what I want to do for the side. Shoot, I might fuck around, do some goddamn. I don't want no pork and beans. Let me see. I might fuck around, do some green beans. Hold up, let me see how much of these I got. Yeah, I might do some green beans. That might be the move. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it right there. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure out what I really even want to do for real. All right, all right, all right. What y'all thinking? Green beans? Shit, I got the chicken in the food. Or I could fuck around and do this to the side. Just do some creamy pasta. Might fuck around and do the creamy pasta. Yeah, that might be the side right there. But see, now that it's bubbling up, yeah, let that simmer. And then that's how we gonna do it. That's how we gonna do it right here. Boom. Right here. Get this right here. Boom. Boom. That simmer. I'm telling y'all, I never leave y'all wrong. I would never leave y'all wrong. I'm not saying you're gonna have, Gordon Ramsay type, but you gonna eat good. And that's on God. And then this is where I bring the honey in. I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit, and then I'm gonna flip them, and then I'm gonna put the honey on the other side. Trust me, I do this, y'all. I do this. Trust me. That simmer, yeah. Put that on. Yeah, you gotta cook it just right. Little lemonade break. You know, nothing too crazy. Little lemonade break. Mm-mm-mm. God is good. Somebody say amen in the chat. On God. I got $9 to my name, but we eating good though. We eating good. As long as my approach to life is if I can get done with today, then I can get done with tomorrow. And if I can get done with tomorrow, then I can get done with the next day. And that's how we do it. Nothing too big, nothing too small. We just let that simmer. Might put that honey on there. This where it gets really crazy. Put that honey on there. Yes, sir. And this right here, yeah, this about to bust. You about to literally like eat it and nut immediately. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to try. I'm trying to just because this is like people don't teach you this whenever like you start living on your own. I really started living on my own at the end of November. So people don't teach you how to like, just cook up and like make a quick little meal. Like I already got the rice ready. I already got the rice. I got a rice cooker. All you need is a rice cooker. Just get the rice ready. You get a rice cooker, put the rice in there. That's nothing. Put the pasta. I got this for free at work. And then make the chicken, and that's all you really need. Like you make like a whole bunch of these and a whole bunch of rice and cook the chicken. You don't need to do like no type of prep whenever you eat throughout the week. Cause what I'm trying to do is like make it easy to eat whenever I'm going throughout the week. So I don't have to like think about, oh damn, after my workout, I gotta go cook. Like, nah. You want your week to be I'm not worrying about food. I do everything in one cooking session. I'm good for the week. And then you can lock in and work out, get your mind right. Because really working out is not shit if you don't diet well. And this is the way to do it. You just make everything on one day, cook it off, and then eat throughout the week. On God. Like you once you get it down to a science, y'all, I promise it's just gonna be like it's gonna be repetitious. You're just gonna wake up, get to working out, come back home, eat what you had already cooked, like on the day that you cook your shit. And then it's just like it becomes like a system. Like you don't even gotta think about it. Like that's how I'm trying to do this shit. Cause like if you gotta think about working out, you're gonna think, no, I don't want to work out. So you gotta make it like easy for you. That's what I realized. So trying to do that for myself. It's getting a little golden. I like letting each side kind of marinate, like let it sit for like 3 minutes, flip it, type shit. Hold up. I'm trying to hold the camera and flip it. Hold up, y'all. Multitask. Yeah, yeah. When that simmer, and then I think what I'm gonna do now, this is where I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit more. And then I'm gonna put in the tomatoes. The tomatoes really brings the color together and literally makes it look like delicious type shit. What I'm doing right now is just like it's just cooking it. But the tomatoes make it look like how you see the pictures on the at the restaurant. It's like, damn, that look good. That's what the tomato do. It literally brings like the life to it. So I'm about to open this, get that shit popping. I promise you, y'all. Like, I'm not claiming to be Gordon Ramsay. I'm not claiming to be nobody like that can really like do this cooking shit. I'm just claiming that like if you're just trying to get your body right, get your mind right, 2026, like all you gotta do is prep, meal prep, bro. On God, and that ain't nothing to it. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to hold this and do it. Hold up. Let me give y'all a side view. A side view. Hold up. Shit. Hold up. I gotta like figure this shit out. All right. Yeah. And then we just boom. None to it. Gangsta rap made me do it. None to it. And then you boom. Shit. Hey, chill out, chill out. I had to unplug the shit. I feel like I'm manhandling y'all real quick. Hold up. Let me get this off. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So now got this. Now we about to really go crazy. Now we about to really cook up. Yes, sir. And cooking is a patience thing, y'all. Like I know for me when I first started cooking, like I was like, damn, I just want to make it in like 30 minutes or less and keep it pushing. But it's like, nah, cooking is definitely one of those things where it's like you gotta have patience for the food to be good. If you don't care, like you can just get a TV dinner, call it a day. But like if you're really trying to make some, you gotta have patience. So, put some music in your background. Put if you got a TV show you like hearing in the background, this is the time I would put that on. But really just make sure I say really just make sure that like you staying on it. Cause cooking is one of those things too where if you don't stay on it, like you might come back and your shit burnt and you're not really going, you know what I mean? You're not really gonna want to mess with that. So I'm about to put this in there. I'm gonna let it simmer for a little bit more though. I'm gonna put it on a little bit higher. Yeah. And so yeah, this right here, this is where I actually like go really crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's just about to be good. Yeah, we about to eat, boy. We about to eat. God is good. Can I get an amen in the chat? Just for giving us food, man. Like, that's something we really take for granted. Some niggas don't eat. Like, some niggas do not eat every day. That is crazy. There are federal agents after me, Nicholas. What do I do? Well, if there are federal agents after you, you're probably cooked. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you what not to do. Don't be in this chat asking me what to do. Cause if there were feds after me, I wouldn't even be nowhere on the internet. First thing, that's where you fucked up at. How you gonna have feds chasing you and then come on the internet? Like they gonna get your location so quick. Like that's where you messed up. That's the last thing I would do is get on the internet if the feds was on me. What? All right, let me let that cook for a little more. I'm gonna let that sit. And this what we do, man. Like I can't even say that this is not what we do. I cannot even act like this is what we do. That said, though, this is probably way too big. Fuck. Where's my other top at? Shit. Um, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't even think I got another top. Hey, but hey, we in the trap though. All right, let that kind of do its thing a little more. Yeah. So we're gonna come back to that. Let's get the green beans going. I want some green beans. I honestly didn't used to mess with green beans, but somebody taught me a way to always make green beans taste good. And ever since then, like it hasn't failed me. Like, like I've never really been a green beans type of dude, but like ever since I learned the different spices I gotta put in the green beans to make that motherfucker go, like, oh, we got some potatoes and light syrup. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, ever since I learned that, my life changed. My whole life has changed since you came in. I knew back when. Well, I'm gonna let that cook up, y'all. Like I said, I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Um, I feel really good. Despite my day kind of starting off kind of crazy, I feel really good. I think what I'm about to do is like get some edits done. So you know, what I do, it's like I'm a video editor. Um, and so I say that to say I'm about to edit this interview. I really appreciate y'all sitting chilling in here rocking with me, man. Like I told myself once I start getting on live, I'm gonna start being more consistent with it. And I've been seeing like the people come through, man, and just like rock with me. And so I appreciate that because I think for me, my goal with going live is like a diary check-in. Like every day I check in and I kind of just ask myself how I was today, how do I feel about today, what can I do tomorrow better, what can I kind of like wane off of. Like I kind of do like a check-in. So I say that to say today was like I said, it started off kind of like I was just in bed, like, why do I have to go to work? Why do I have to do this? Like I just, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just wake up and you're like, bruh. But I said that to say I got on FaceTime with my girl. We did some burpees that got my day going. And then, yeah, like once I got to work, I kind of just got into like monotony of just day to day life. And then once I got off work, I felt better. I was like, I'm glad I did go in because sometimes I like call off just on some mental health shit. Which I am blessed to be able to do that. Some people's jobs will be like, nah, like come in. So I will say that is a privileged position that I'm in to be able to like just be like, yo, I'm not coming in because I hate life. You know what I mean? Or just like I'm not coming in because my mental health is down. That's a privilege. So shout out to my job for that. With that being said though, like I'm glad I went in today and like really tried to like show up because like I was talking to my girl about it and my girl was already dressed in up on FaceTime and she was like, yeah, I'm about to go to work, and seeing her dress up and like be like, I don't really want to, but I'm going to, that made me feel like really it empowered me. I ain't even gonna lie. It made me feel really good. It made me feel like, damn, like if my girl is like going this hard, like let me go hard too. Like I don't want to be the reason that us as a unit we don't get anywhere because I'm, like dragging behind and shit. So I said that to say like, yeah, I'm really glad I went. Marcus Brownlee just dropped a new video. Let's check it out.
So this is peak slab phone for now. Anyway, we got to talk about it. So this is the Oppo Find.
This how it's supposed to be. This how it's supposed to be. How your chick's supposed to me. This how it's supposed to be. Shit. Then that dog scared the hell out of me, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was spooked completely and entirely. Gagged. Absolutely. All right, I'm done. Nigga said there's federal agents after me. Okay. Mmm. Smells like Christmas morning. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make the green beans. Kind of tired. Just eat this leftover salad. Oh man, I'm gonna make this imagination land where all things exist. Whew. I ain't gonna lie, this chicken that I'm cooking looking good. Yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. About to get back to it. The editing don't stop.
For watching. And I'm very curious to see your comments below what you think of.
What is burger music?
I'm considered to be terminally online by a lot of people. My girlfriend, my friends, and honestly, they're probably right. I've been trying to work on that. You might hear it in the undertones of some of the videos I've done recently, but it's easier said than done. Many days I still come home from work feeling completely screen drained and zombified. But I got a sign the other day that maybe my symptoms were improving. I have a friend who's like relatively offline and out of the loop, and she'll text me out of the blue to be like, "Who is Kai Sanat? What are HUs?" And the answers are usually layups for me, but for once, she actually stumped me. She asked me, "What is the birthday?" And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But it turned out she meant that, like, you the birthday joke trend thing. And I
What
honestly
is
was
that?
completely unaware. And it felt amazing. Like, had my efforts to unplug actually started to work. Maybe I don't need to familiarize myself with every single piece of digital slang. But then calling for me from the side like the Green Goblin mask is a phrase so ridiculous sounding that I can't help myself. It instantly had me sounding like Silvio from The Sopranos. When I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Burger music. I have to know what that is. Perhaps you saw it through burger emojis or GIFs in the comment section of an artist reel on Instagram. Maybe you, like many, encountered it through a popular streamer. Or you saw it in this great Instagram post from Off Record Sounds that was like a glossary of internet music slang. Or also, like me, you saw it associated with one particular buzzing underground artist right now. Or maybe you saw the weird cousin of this phenomenon, which is the Rod Wave Arby's takeover thing that's been all over Instagram Reels for the last couple of days.
Why did
Or
you
maybe
not
they're
like
just
that?
talking about the plain burger that comes with the J. Cole meal. Regardless, burger music is making the rounds in the worlds of music discourse. And on first glance, it seems a lot like a term that we broke down on the channel last year, coworker music. In that video, for those who didn't see it, I tried to unpack exactly what it means. And in the process, I realized there were two different groups of music that people were calling coworker music. There's like the super mainstream top 40 basic bitch Ed Sheeran Taylor Swift side, and then the oddball, weird, grating, nails on a chalkboard niche artists like Dax, Tom McDonald, or AJR. In the process, I realized that understanding that term came down to just understanding what the coworker represents. It's a person that you see and you interact with, but not because you have any shared interests or anything in common or you really want to talk to them. Instead, it's this like weirdly intimate look inside the life of someone who is probably pretty different from you. And that might be because they're too normy for you or they're too weird for you, which is why the music that gets called coworker music can be so different. But what the hell does a burger have to do with that? What comes to mind when you think of a burger? Well, as I learned in this video, it really depends where you're coming from. The burger is considered to be a quintessentially American food. But just like another American food, the hot dog or the Frankfurter, the name can actually be traced back to Germany, the city of Hamburg, to be specific. The exact origin of the hamburger is hotly debated. There are various claims from people around the turn of the 20th century as the inventor of the hamburger, with different proposed origin stories being in Germany, Wisconsin, Connecticut, New York. In the 1900s, the burger really started to get hot, and early versions of these international global super chains like McDonald's and White Castle got popular for selling them. I probably don't need to tell you guys what the burger is. At the very least, you've seen the Fortnite skin. But to figure out what the hell it has to do with music, we need to think about the traits that people associate with the burger and see if they line up with the music that people on the internet are calling burger music. Burgers are common. Pretty much any restaurant like that's American will have one, whether it's a fast food restaurant or a high-priced steakhouse. They're cheap, they're greasy, they're on buns. So if you were taking it super literally, then you're like, okay, they're common, they're cheap. Maybe it's like top 40 music, the Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift kind of slop. But based on how I've seen it used in the wild and from people responding to me on Instagram, that doesn't really seem to be like the leading example. People seem to use burger music to describe the Dax, Tom McDonald, corny, bad rap music side. And yes, these are also artists that definitely come up when you ask someone to give examples of coworker music. If they're thinking of that weird coworker, it's music that's dorky, uncool, cringe, tries too hard. These aren't traits that someone would immediately associate with the cheap, fast, greasy, tasty burger, unless, of course, they were from the great city of Detroit. In the D, the word burger has been used for years to describe a lame, a nerd, a dork, a geek, an uncool person. The funny thing is they also use the word ham to mean the same thing, which basically means they took the word hamburger, split it in two, and then kept using both halves of it. You get to pick whichever one sounds better in the sentence when you're roasting somebody. Detroit has produced some of the most beloved rap music in the US for like a decade now. And as a result, their slang is broadcast all over the internet, reaching kids from all walks of life. We can see this in a Reddit thread where someone asked why burger music is called that. This one poster said Babytron used to say it in a lot of his songs. I'm pretty sure it's a lame person who gets no money. He also used to call them hams. Babytron, for the uninitiated, is a rapper from Ypsilanti, which is like 30 minutes from Detroit. Let's cut to our official Detroit correspondent, Rob Apollo, to explain the term burger.
It's funny. I feel weird being like an official authority on this, but in Detroit, burger is a slang for like a lame or a ham or somebody to make fun of.
So when people talk about burger music as this negative thing, the fact that it's been like a negative slang term in Detroit is surely one of the main roots of the word. And when you look through the rest of that Reddit thread and a bunch of other ones, you realize that nobody really agrees why it's called burger music. There's this theory I've seen floating around from people who maybe aren't American that they use the word burger to describe things that are American, that are fat, lazy, and stupid like most people think Americans are on the internet. But I don't know, that feels like a really like niche and situational use of burger. One of the other most common theories that I've seen comes from not the meat of the burger, but what houses it, the buns. You see, buns dating at least back to Sir Mix-a-Lot, if not before, are another word used for ass. And ass is another word for something that sucks, or bad music. So burger music is so bad that it's not just buns, it's the whole burger. This aligns with one of the biggest propagators of the term burger music, a streamer named Mac Danny.
Peter Piper picked a pepper.
Go through the comments of a rapper being accused of making burger music, and you're almost definitely going to see a gif of this guy. He actually has a video called This is the Definition of Burger Music, where he's reacting to a 2017 song called Bossed Up from a rapper named Too Much. In that video, Mac Danny specifically references coworkers listening to the song while getting hyped up. To him, it seems like coworker music and burger music are kind of interchangeable. But it's not that fun to call someone a coworker, and it's a lot of fun to call them a burger. I got excited off the title of the video, hoping he was actually going to define it, but I know how YouTube titles work, so I should have known better. Now I can relate to the people who come to my comment section to make a comment about the title without watching the video. I finally understand you guys. It might seem like here we've hit the end of the road. Clearly, burger music is just like a kind of coworker music, specifically kind of leaning towards rap music, with the roots of it being some combination of Detroit slang and something being so ass that it's not just the buns, it's the whole burger. But there's still a piece of this conversation that I just can't place yet. And to be honest, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video in the first place. Someone in the comments of one of Mac Danny's videos actually pointed this out with me too. There's one artist who's been catching burger music allegations all over the internet, named Slayer. But when you listen to his music, it doesn't align with these definitions at all. Slayer has burst onto the scene with his new project Half Blood and the Deluxe, racking up millions of streams and earning him a huge record deal. He's one of the hottest rappers in what the fans call the underground, the scene of young artists inspired by that wave of mid-2010s SoundCloud superstars like Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi Vert. The world of artists inspired by Carti's maximalist, loud, booming whole lot of red is often referred to as rage. Slayer's sound is associated with the rage movement, but at the same time it's inspired by video game soundtracks like Sonic, bright colors, and syrupy melodies, running a direct contrast to the blacked out Rick Owens demon aesthetic of Carti's opium label artists like Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely. He owes more to artists like Kanye West, Travis Scott, and Pierre Bourne for their colorful and maximalist approaches than he does to many of his contemporaries. His approach is like maybe a little more risk-takey, I would say. Like he'll do a melody that might be really sing-songy and take a risk, or he'll put like a guitar solo in a song. Like he's really going all out. On the surface, this music is absolutely nothing like Dax or Tom McDonald or anything that Mac Danny would pull up on his streams and laugh at, like at all. It also doesn't fit into any of the boxes of coworker music that we've talked about. It's not top 40 slap. I wouldn't say that it's cringe. And yet, people on the internet keep calling Slayer burger music. Why is that? I think the burger music allegations in terms of Slayer come from two different places. One is Slayer's personal image, and the other has to do with fame. In the scene that Slayer didn't get associated with, aura is everything. A lot of the rappers who are coming up in that scene are just literally models. Like, I'm not calling them attractive, like, they used to be models, and then they started rapping. Paul McCartney ascended from this fashion rap SoundCloud scene remix to become this larger than life Rick Owens vampire character, mostly by generating mystique and intrigue. He barely posted on social media, didn't oversaturate himself with shows, features, and public appearances. How he would like populate strike features that he didn't want to be on. And instead, he used his weeks to like drum up this impossible to deliver on hype, which shot him like right to the top of the hip hop. Most of the scenes below him, the artists inspired by him, have moved accordingly. Not just in the public choices, but also with their aesthetic. Whacked out archive stashing, not posting on social media, or posting freaking. And every single move that these artists in that post-party scene did is put under the microscope by people who are allegedly their fans. Recently, Che, the artist in the scene who I genuinely like a lot, I think makes really good music, was getting made fun of for getting picked up in a car that looked like something Trevor from GTA 5 would be driving instead of a sports car or a blacked out Suburban or something. Slayer, on the other hand, does not seem to care about any of that aura stuff. In fact, he said as much in an interview with The Fader. The whole aura thing. Why am I silencing myself just to look cool for a bunch of kids online? A pretty noble approach, but it appears the answer to that question is if you don't do that, they're gonna call you burger music. On the outside, you might look at Slayer and just think like, yo, this is just a regular dude. He doesn't really look like a dork or a loser. He doesn't dress poorly. He just doesn't dress like a fashion demon with a size 28 waist ready for hashtag heady summer. So he doesn't necessarily fit in aesthetically and he's not trying to. And to some people, that makes him a burger. It only really makes sense in the context of this underground scene. But if you're familiar enough with that scene, then it all kind of clicks. For what it's worth, I work at a high school. I have a student who loves music in this world, and I talk to him about music a lot. So today I asked him, what do you think of Slayer? And he was like, I think the aesthetic stuff tells half the story. The other part has more to do with how Slayer's music has been received by fans outside of that underground circle. Let's zoom out for a second now. Hip hop, now over 50 years old, has expanded its umbrellas so widely in its time as a genre that opposite extremes of it no longer sound related at all. Of course, the older music is going to sound different, but even today, if you listen to someone like Mac Homie or a Griselda label member, or even like J. Cole, and then you listen to someone like Too Slimy or Perkatrick, there's nothing that would make you say these two things are the same genre if you didn't just already associate them under this big umbrella. It's kind of like how rock music grew to encompass things as wide as like Jack Johnson and AC/DC or Metallica. The break in hip hop happened kind of gradually, but a big piece of that came during the SoundCloud era, when guys like Uzi and Cardi were first getting on XXL freshman lists, doing these radio freestyles where they were like, I don't want to rap on that beat. Legacy hip hop media really did not know what to make of these guys. And plenty of older rap fans were like Shark Tank panelists just announcing that they were out. But to younger rap fans, these guys were speaking directly to them. For the last decade or so, that sound has coalesced under that new movement and gotten weirder, gotten louder, and moved even further from its original roots. But what's interesting about someone like Slayer is his music actually reaches back across the aisle a little bit. When he grabs from more colorful artists like Kanye West or even Pierre Bourne, he manages to speak a language that even a 30-something-year-old hip-hop fan might be able to understand a little. The maximalism and the colors and general sense of ambition might remind someone of like rodeo-era Travis Scott. As a result, these older hip-hop fans, and when I say older, I mean like late 20s, early 30s, like in my age range, the type of person like just barely old enough to be an old head if they want to be, they're saying things about Slayer that are like, you know what? I don't usually like all this rage stuff usually, but I like this Slayer guy. And why is that relevant? Because that's exactly what listeners of Dax and Tom McDonald and post-2011 Eminem have been saying about rap music the entire time. You've heard it before, the I don't listen to rap music, but ooh, I really do like Eminem. And that's the burger music connection. Fans in that scene are like, oh, here we go. They only like Slayer. The same way that general rap fans will be like, oh, this guy only likes Dax and Tom McDonald. It doesn't even really have to do with what Slayer's music sounds like. Like some people say it's because Slayer's music sounds happy or because it sounds like major chordy. And like, I guess maybe there's like a little bit of something to that. Like a lot of the underground music is a lot darker, but I'm not sure how much this really has to do with what Slayer's music like literally sounds like. It's more about the reaction that music gets from a certain base of people that normally wouldn't be hearing it. And at the end of the day, it's about how the music is perceived.
How are you? Sorry, I'm just watching some YouTube on YouTube. Hope you're doing well. I was also making some chicken. Let me make sure that it's done. Yeah, I remember you, bro. How you been? Damn. I'm not gonna lie, this chicken do not look good. I'm gonna still eat this shit though. Remember, it's me who you pray for. Yeah, I do remember. I remember you, bro. I don't forget. Let me see. I ain't gonna lie. This do not look edible. Hold up. Let me. My papa passed away Friday, bruh. What? Your dad passed away Friday? I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you serious right now? Or are you like playing? Your grandpa. Damn. Bro, do you know what the cause was? If you don't mind me asking. Damn, that's so sad, bro. That's so sad. I'm sorry, Andy. I know it's probably hard to stomach that. So, how are you? Are you taking care of your mental health, man? Like, how you been dealing with it? You hear me, Andy? You been taking care of yourself? Like, have you been praying, talking to God, exercising, eating well? Damn, that's sad. Yeah, that's sad. I'm sorry, Andy. Hold out here. Um, yeah, that's rough. Man. It's about the journey, man. I'm dead. I hope y'all I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Well, take care of yourself, man. Do you wanna pray before you get off or because that's I know you're probably dealing with a lot of emotions right now with your grandpa passing away. Were y'all close? Damn. I said, I know you're probably dealing with a lot with your grandpa passing away, so I was saying, like, Were y'all close? I was asking if you and him were like close, and if not, or if so, like just how you been taking care of your mental health. Because I think it's really important to remember to like still eat, work out, do these things that kind of like boost your mental health and help you kind of, even if you are going through something like very, very tragic, like it allows you to still kind of feel whole. Because I know for me, whenever I go through hard things, sometimes I let go and I don't take care of myself, and that amplifies it and makes it worse. So I was just checking in if you've been like taking care of yourself. Okay. Well, thank you for tapping in. Thank you for coming through and just coming and checking in on me. I hope I can see you tomorrow, and I hope everything just turns like you get like a lesson from it, or it can turn into like a beautiful situation, even though it feels like just very difficult right now. I can't even imagine, man. Like I'm not good with like death and stuff, so I always feel really bad. Because I feel like I never have the words, but I will say just know somebody out there loves you and keep pushing.
There's certain people that it's like I don't know if it's on a site or what, but it's like, but there's a side of me that's like